What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Toshi today. It is the 4th day of January, and you are hitting that like button and subscribing for more content like this. We have 7 hours and 12 minutes left in the day, sitting here at $0.00039 right now. An immaculate move. We're up 23% today, and that's nice, but it's the cherry on top of this overall bullish Sunday that we've been coming up with here. I say bullish Sunday. It is a bullish Sunday today. I meant like a dessert. You're up 47% from your low 3 days ago. 23% is nice today. 43% over the last 3 days. I'll take it, man. That's phenomenal. That's great. We are still a ways away from normal. We've got a lot of coming back to do. But when we look at this in the context of a weekly time frame, you can see here how bullish this week is. We have 7 hours left in this week. It is the very end of this week. What a very bullish turnaround. What a very proper way to define that you have found a low with a bullish engulfing candle that doesn't just engulf last week, but the week before, and has potential to engulf even more if we continue to push higher from here. We'll see. I want to look at the short-term stuff, and then we'll zoom back out to the long-term stuff and go from there, okay? 1 hour time frame. A lot of volume over the past hour. A lot of volume. We've seen about an 8% pump over the past hour. I don't know if there's anything big going on. Let's just look up here. Let's see. Toshi. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing new. Okay, so it's just pumping off of speculation alone, maybe. Or maybe there's some insider information that we're not aware of. But on the 1 hour time frame, you look great. You look phenomenal. On the MACD, on the stochastics, on the RSI, no signs of weakness here. Only signs that, I mean, with that much volume, it is possible that this is a relative high, but we're not there yet. Let's see. You could very well continue. This might just be a starting point. We'll see. Looking at this from a relative high here to a relative low there, you have broken through your golden ratio. With this, typically, I would assume that you don't stop here. I would assume you go to your 1886 to 2618 area. It's very common on these smaller fib ranges to go to your secondary target area anyways, right? The primary target is the 1618 to the 1272, but you've broken through that, as we've already said. Likely, this move continues. You're at 000396 right now. You would at least continue to 00041, maybe up to 00048, and being that this is on the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frame, this could all happen certainly by the end of this week. But within the next 7 hours, it's very possible. Phenomenal. Looking great, man. Looking great. You got the volume coming in. It's awesome. I really do like this move a lot. I think it's pretty good so far. No bearish divergence. You had false bearish divergence, then you just pumped anyways. Stochastics look great. MACD looks great. All phenomenal. All stupendous. Daily time frame, your MACD is building some bullish momentum. We haven't seen this in a while at this level. Stochastics getting overbought. RSI is about to get overbought on the daily time frame, and you had bullish divergence at the low. Man, where was I? I was in Texas. That's where I was. I was on vacation. It wasn't vacation, but I was visiting family. And you had bullish divergence. No bullish divergence. Is that bullish divergence? Technically, no. Technically, no. But bullish divergence on the RSI and the stochastics for sure. What a nice move. Yeah. Let's see. Where's the apex here? Let's just look at this real quick. Line of best fit. Is that good? I think that's a good line of best fit right there. Something like that. Yeah, that works. That works out well. High to low. Let's put that high right on there. I mean, that's right there at your 1886-200 level. We could go higher. I bet we do stop somewhere around 30420, 30444, somewhere in that zone right there. I bet we do continue to push higher. Let's look at this relative high here to this relative low here. Golden ratio right now. I don't think this holds, because while this is a relative high to relative low here, it's kind of in the midst of this move. I don't think this golden ratio holds. I bet you do see the 786 or 886, and that is 0004443, that area. We take this high. I want to take this high, actually. I feel like this was... Should I take this high? Maybe we'll take this high. Maybe we'll take this high. I mean, with that, 00047 also is a possibility on the table. And I think inevitably we will get there. Once you get above this level, once you get above the 382 and you get above these highs here, you're basically guaranteed to get to the golden ratio at 3066 to 3073. Somewhere in this area, and then once you break above there, we're talking about new highs relative to this. You're back above 001 and moving on past that. So you're looking pretty good overall right now. I mean, the daily, once you get overbought, Not always, but typically getting overbought results in like a break of a range, okay? And this right now, I would say, is the range that we're in, more or less. We're kind of breaking out right now, right, of this like downward sloping channel. We're breaking out right now, but I would think that getting overbought with the RSI would lead to us getting toward these areas of resistance here, or maybe even above there. Maybe we don't get above. Do we get overbought? With the way that I see all this playing out, I could be wrong here. I hope that I am wrong, because if I am wrong, then we'll just continue to pump. But with the way that I see everything playing out and how overbought you are on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, you're about to be overbought on the daily. I don't think that this will be a long-lived experience in the overbought zone. I think that you're going to move up and move down probably like this. So a little bit more to go, but then you'll probably consolidate from there, right? We'll probably, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but we'll probably, over the next 24 hours, move up to prices that are significantly higher than where we are now. But then over the next week, we might pull back to this area, maybe even lower still, to find support and then come up. We could be getting set up for an inverse head and shoulders, where you got your left shoulder here, your head, maybe we're coming up to form our right shoulder, right? Something like that, and then we move up. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, rally. I don't know. Could be. Volume profile checks out for that. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will certainly tell, my friends. Now let's talk about the weekly time frame, and for that, we need the Toshi 3 chart. Toshi 3. Toshi 3, because it has the all-time history. We look at the weekly time frame, and again, bullish engulfing candle. If things go the way that I think they will over the next 7 hours, you should engulf 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4, 5, 6 weeks of closing price action. You'll effectively engulf the last 2 weeks entirely, but if you move up a little bit over the next 7 hours, you'll have a closing price of this week that is higher than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially 7 weeks of closing prices on a weekly time frame if you can get above 0.00417 by the end of today in the next 7 hours. If not, you're still closing above the last 3 weeks, and that's phenomenal in itself. What a phenomenal way to find a bottom here and to recover. We look at this on the weekly time frame with our indicators. RSI bounced right off the oversold zone. Stochastics are crossed up. MACD has bullish divergence. I mean, all good things there. Nothing wrong with that. We look at this from an overall low to an overall high perspective. Low to high here. You bounce right off the golden ratio. Bro, you bounce off the golden ratio with an engulfing candle that engulfed the last 3 weeks of price action. Yeah, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing right now. Higher low. We broke out. We're no longer in an uptrend. You got a higher low. What do you mean you're not in an uptrend? What do you mean? Maybe we're not. I don't know. You're certainly not in this anymore, right? But we still do have a higher low here relative to the macro phases here. I mean, that's not bad, bouncing off that golden ratio. When we get above this 236, you get above this level, that should allow us to take out this high. Prices above 001, which we've already predetermined we're probably going to see, likely validates this as a low and likely validates the implications that we do see new highs. Now, new highs, whenever we do get to new all-time highs from a high here to a low here, would likely take us anywhere. It's a possibility to go anywhere at this point between $0.0044 and 1 cent. About half a cent and 1 cent. And that's about an 11x move from here to a 26x move from here. There were plenty of people when we were at these highs who wished that they had the opportunity to buy at this low here or at these lows here. You've been given a second chance, a third chance even. Did you take it? And if not, will you feel the same remorse that you felt over here for not buying at these levels? Probably. The opportunity is there, my friends. Seize it while you can. Yes, you're up a good bit. You're up 27% this week. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I wouldn't be surprised if you waited about a week that you'd have an opportunity to buy at these prices or even lower still. There's no need to FOMO right now is all I'm trying to say. But if you buy here and you wait a couple months, you're probably not going to be upset at all. I don't know how long it's going to take for us to get up here. I would assume it's by the end of March that we're up in this area, maybe sometime in April. But I do assume that we're making our way up to this area pretty damn soon. I don't have anything else that I want to say. I think I've said everything I need to say. So if you guys like the video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all. I'll see you on the next one. I mean, right there, literally just low to high. Enough said. That's a perfect reaction off the golden ratio there, you guys. 7 hours left in this 2-week period. What a perfect way to resolve this and end it. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.